Guten Morgen und willkommen zu Now German. Hey Sie.
Hey Gregor, guten Morgen.
Good morning, everyone. Sie, do you feel like doing some math today?
Yes.
Fortunately, it's really easy math, so it won't be a problem. But this is going to be another great way to practice numbers after we looked at phone numbers and birthdays in the last recent lessons. What kind of math do you prefer? Do you like addition and subtraction, or do you prefer multiplication, division, or even more complicated things?
As simple as possible,
All right,
please.
then today's lesson will be right in your corner. Let's jump in and look at our dialogue.
Was ist 5 plus 3?
Das ist 8.
Und 10 minus 4?
Das ist 6.
Wie viel ist 17 plus 2?
Das ist 19.
Und was ist 20 minus 6?
Das ist 14. All right, let's look at our vocabulary. It's mostly a review of the numbers, but we also need to know how to ask, a math question and also some science. So we have was ist.
Was ist?
That is what is. And another way to ask is wie viel.
Wie viel?
How much? Yes. And plus.
Plus.
That is plus. And be careful, you did this very well. In this case, in German, we say U, not A. Like in English, you would say plus, but in German, you say plus, plus.
Plus.
Yes. And the same U sound is also there for minus.
Minus.
Which is, of course, minus. All right. And now let's just read through the numbers in German because you don't need to translate them to English. Null.
0.
Eins.
1.
Zwei.
2.
Drei.
3.
Vier.
4.
Fünf.
5.
Sechs.
6.
Sieben.
7.
Acht.
8.
Neun.
9.
10.
10.
11.
11.
12.
12.
13.
13.
14.
14.
15.
15.
16.
16.
17.
17.
18.
18.
19.
19.
And 20.
20.
Yes. And I think the only thing about these words that might be challenging for some student is the pronunciation of the word feel. Even though it's written with a V, you pronounce it exactly as if it were an F. So wie viel.
Wie viel?
And the same also is true then, of course, for vier
4.
and 14.
14.
Yes. And maybe one other thing that some of my French-speaking students tend to do when they have a Z in the beginning, as in 10, they might read it very softly like zen, but it is like a TS, you could say, 10.
10.
Yes. All right. Okay. No questions, right?
Yes.
Then let's look at our dialogue a second time.
Was ist 5 plus 3?
Das ist 8.
Und 10 minus 4?
Das ist 6.
Wie viel ist 7 plus 2?
Careful, not 7, but
17.
yes. And das ist 19.
Und was ist 20 minus 6?
Das ist 14. All right, that was our second dialogue. And I think you can roughly guess already from listening to that how to ask and answer math questions, but let's just look at it systematically as well in this lesson. So, how would you ask me what is 1 plus 1 in German?
Mm, was ist eins plus eins?
Exactly. And then I can, for example, say 1 plus 1 ist 2. And you can, like in English, you can also ask how much is something. And for example, how would you ask how much is 2 plus 2?
Wie viel ist zwei plus zwei?
Das ist 4. Or I can say 2 plus 2 ist 4. Yes, ideally I'll repeat the numbers. All right, and now let's ask each other a few math questions. I'll begin. See. Was ist 2 plus 3?
2 plus 3 ist 5.
Yes. And was ist 8 plus 9?
8 plus 9 ist 17.
Yes. And was ist 14 minus 3?
14 minus 3 ist 11.
That's right. Now, how about you ask me 3 questions?
Wie viel ist 18 minus 4?
18 minus 4 ist 14.
Ja. Wie viel ist 10 plus 5?
10 plus 5 ist 15.
Ja. Wie viel ist 8 minus 2?
8 minus 2 ist 6. All right. And of course, we will look at our dialogue one last time. So it's all definitely there in your head.
Was ist 5 plus 3?
Das ist 8.
Und 10 minus 4?
Das ist 6.
Wie viel ist 17 plus 2?
Das ist 19.
Und was ist 20 minus 6?
Das ist 14. All right, and that was our math lesson. I think this is a great way to practice numbers. You can do that on your own, or you can find someone else. And you can even ask someone to practice with you who is not a German speaker. And they can just, for example, write down the numbers or tell you in English, and you need to do it then in German. So that's a good way if you struggle with the numbers. And so far, we looked at numbers 0 to 20, but we'll soon look at higher numbers as well. And I think this is a great way to practice. What do you think, Si?
Agree.
Do you think our listeners should do math every day?
If they want to, yes. Why not?
Sounds painful.
Nah.
All right. All right. We'll leave it up to you if you want to do that. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Tschüss.